What's up, track fans? Welcome back. That's so weird. Okay, whatever. Welcome back to my page. If you're here yesterday, you saw my day one recap of Doha and everything that went on. And yesterday was kind of known for the action off the track, everything surrounding the circumstances of the women's marathon at the end of the day, and whether Colleen Quigley was apt to pull out or not. However, day two is definitely culminated with what ends on the track with the men's 100 meters, and it was all the hype that it needed to have. So let's roll into it, because there is one notable athlete that will be absent for the rest of the meet, for the rest of the competition. That was disclosed today. That is Nijel. Amos has decided to pull out of the 800 meters, and he announced this afternoon via an Instagram post that he's been having an Achilles issue, and I'm surprised that we haven't seen more of this, being that if Tokyo in 2020 and the Olympics is the ultimate goal, dealing with a nagging injury in 2019 might not be the best way moving forward. So Nijel has decided to take a step back, take himself out of the competition to not risk 3 heats on an injured Achilles, and open things up. It's going to be an exciting 800 now, because Brazier's looked good through qualifying. However, you have a really exciting field just in general. So if you look at these names, so Brazier obviously has looked good. You have Rotich, you have Career, you have like Wesley Vasquez has looked really good. I mean, not saying that he's going to win, but the final is going to be very entertaining, because whoever's in the final, just like any championship 800, should be able to win. And Donovan Brazier should feel very good about his chances to come away in 2019 with a gold medal, especially now that Nijel Amos is out. And whoever wins gold will have that challenge in 2020 to see if they can beat Amos, who has been just on another level this year, in the past few years, really. Moving on from the 800, Hassan just runs an otherworldly 10K in an event that I thought was going to be a war of attrition after the marathon last night. I kind of forgot that they were air conditioning the track. So the track, even though temperatures in Doha are like ridiculous, the track was actually cooled down to 25 degrees Celsius, which is still hot, but it's not kill yourself out there and running a marathon hot. So given that, like we saw in the steeplechase, people were running really fast times. Tonight in the 10K, same deal. There are a lot of PRs because this pace was hot. And Hassan wins in a world lead 30 minutes, 17 seconds, 0.62 on a track that was probably shouldn't have been looking at running a PR on, but nonetheless, Hassan was in it the whole time. And the fact is, what makes this race so spectacular is that Hassan isn't winning this race. At the 1K, 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K, 6K, 7K, 9K splits, she is not in the lead. In fact, she doesn't take the lead until leading into the last lap, where she overtakes and decides to put her stamp on the end of the race and holds on. And she looked like at times that she was fading off the front, and it's just kind of incredible. But Hassan has been in another world this year with her world record run, and just looking like she can turn on the afterburners at any point in time. So if you give Hassan any room whatsoever, it's the end of the race. And that's what you saw today. Hassan beats a world-class field, one of the better 10K fields we've ever had, and wins it easily in the end. So moving on to the culmination of the meet of day two, the men's 100 meters. There's a cool little light show they showed before this race. It was entertaining. Now, leading in, so let's paint the picture of the final. So you have Christian Coleman, who cruised through the prelims. You have Andre DeGrasse, who looked really good. And you have Justin Gatlin, who had to lean his way into the final. He was the last spot in and almost didn't make it. And a lot of questions were being asked. It was disclosed in the press conference yesterday that after I recorded the video, I saw the footage, that he, again, is training with Dennis Mitchell. I've raised questions of this in the past. In fact, after USA's, I will kind of post the link to the article below, but I was one of the first ones to report that Kenny Benderek came out and said that Nike had sent him to go train with Dennis Mitchell. I have podcasts where I discuss this whole... I'll link the podcast below, because in the podcast I kind of discuss everything and discuss how Justin Gatlin's brother came after me about the story, saying that I was making things up, and then it turns out that Justin Gatlin is indeed being coached by Dennis Mitchell. So I myself am feeling a little bit vindicated. I don't need to pat myself, and I want to pat myself on the back. But anyway, that being said, I am a little bit biased Justin Gatlin. So heading into this piece, I just wanted to let you guys know to throw that out there. I do have biases a little bit when it comes to 100 meters. That being said, going into the night, going into the final, Christian Coleman has the third fastest reaction time, so he just dominates this whole thing. Third fastest reaction time, the fastest time from 0 to 50, and the fastest time from 50 to 100. Wins it in 9.76. It's a world leading time this year. That's very fast. Again, cements himself in that echelon of fastest 100 meter runners of all time. And while that is probably a predictable result, Justin Gatlin comes in second, and Andre DeGrasse comes in third. Gatlin has to lean out DeGrasse running 9.87. DeGrasse running a PR of 9.9. That's his first PR in years. Something that I didn't expect. Something that I've always expected that DeGrasse could do. If you just look at his potential in college and his potential afterwards, he just had been battling injuries and never been able to seize that potential. But this is good. A bronze going into Tokyo. Next year is going to be exciting because you'll also have Noah Lyles in there who's going to be attempting the 100-200 double, and Christian Coleman has also said that he's thinking about jumping up to the 200 as well. So keep that in mind as this 100, a little bit Noah Lyles light, but it was an exciting race nonetheless. So that's it for day 2. The big stories of day 2 of Doha. I'll post all the results and everything down below in the show notes, as well as the articles and things that I plugged here. And whatever you think, Christian Coleman, he looked really good today. Whether you are buying what he's selling or not, that's up for you to decide. Let me know where you stand on the whole Christian Coleman whereabouts testing dilemma. Obviously, USADA thinks he's good, so take USADA at their word. So be it. Let me know down in the comments what you think. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to try to do one of these videos after every day of Doha. And, we'll talk soon. Thanks for sticking around, guys.